Hello. For this video on my channel, I want to do a shout out to this author, G.Owen Wares. G.Owen Wares. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Try my best. As I say, this here writer is an independent fantasy writer, short story, weird collections, horror. He's also an editor of a magazine that came out there a few years back with different editions of the. But this is an omnibus one I got of the first like 5 or something edition that came out. But you can still get these on Amazon. If you just type that name in, Extras, I think it's pronounced, and look up. He's the editor, G.Owen Wares, but there's lots of different writers, weird and speculative fiction. Like he's not a great writer there. He's done a great novel I've have and I might read and review in this channel someday. And G.Owen Wares, I need to read more of his work because these two out of this collection were the ones that stood out to me the most. But they're there's loads of great short stories. Now I would recommend if you read in the sword and sorcery, weird tales, fantasy, sci-fi, horror, just all speculative fiction. But going more back into the older and weird tales there with H.P. Lovecraft and Arthur Conan, not Arthur Conan Doyle, what do you call him? Robert E. Howard, for Conan the Barbarian sort of books and stories. This is a good collection. This was the second edition or second sort of one that came out. It's more like a big magazine, and there's a lot of artwork going on it too. And I think the wee small collections have a lot of artwork, which are great. There's actually great artwork in it. But that's the novel there I'm talking about. That's a good novel as well. But the artwork's great. The stories are great. You can get it on Amazon. It's it's a great wee collection of stories, and I think it's probably cheap now to get. You know, if it's still on, to get it as a paperback. I'm sure it's not that dear. It's big. Give it that. But I think that was the way they were going for like the old sort of Weird Tales magazines. They were going for the bigger look. And the artwork is brilliant. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, that's the sort of artwork I want in my books nowadays. Not just the name, just a big name plastered on it and that's it. I would like to see actual art. I don't think it's AI, I hope not anyway, I'd be saying that, but no, I don't think it's art or AI. You would see there's an artist here. He does a lot of the art for him and he's does a good job. But no, these are he's the editor for it, but the 2 novels I want to show you that this guy's wrote, and I'm trying now because I want to try and get more on the internet and people more knowing him, even though my wee small channel's nothing at the minute, but there may be one person types it on the internet and maybe my name will pop up and they maybe check it out and it helps them pick it up and enjoy it and help this writer get a bit of recognition then. That's what it's all about. That's what it's for at the end of the day. And even this novel here, you get this on Amazon, it's like a great wee short novel of this character who has like a suit of like a shell suit. I'm trying to think of the way you would call it. I do know the name. It's just because I hit play in the video and just goes out your mind again. But it's this character who's quite powerful. But does he have full control of his powers? That's what you'll find out when you read it. And it's great quirky sort of writing style. Not quirky, but just it's very weird talesy, very Clark Ashton Smith, very atmospheric, very strange, but very imaginative and very good. The only problem is in this edition I think there was the odd wee typo. But it's an independent book, if you're this guy's editing it himself and trying to get it sell and probably done all this artwork himself. It's not like he's got a big publishing party behind him. And if you in these wee sort of independent novels, if you get a wee typo, a wee word that's maybe spelt wrong or put in the wrong place, you can't be overly judgmental. In my opinion, like you have to just let them off with it because they're not getting the same help and the same money behind them to back them. It's all coming out of their own pocket. And I respect that. I respect that in a lot of authors. And to be honest, too, there's a lot of these wee independent authors writing brilliant stuff, and it's not really getting the same publicity, and it's better than some of the stuff that the big publishers are publishing nowadays in the fantasy world. See, as I say, I love fantasy novels, but see the ones that are coming out nowadays, they're not really doing it for me. Like, I'm more back reading Michael Moorcock and Jack Vance and all these books now again, because the new ones just don't do it for me now. They're just overbloated. Just characters. There's nothing. There's no themes in it. In my opinion, like, somebody can prove me wrong and say, well, you wasn't have read this new novel that came out, but it's brilliant. But the only one I actually remember recent I really enjoyed was the Hannaford series by Howard Andrew Jones, I think his name was Howard Andrew Jones. But I want to give, that's a different story or a different video. In this video, it's G.Owen I want to shout out, and I know this is the second part of this, but it goes more in the perspective of this character here, this girl, the daughter of Agonies, and it's a very strange ending. I don't think I think he's still the right more in this series. I need to check up. I should have done my homework as always before I do these videos, but I didn't. And I should maybe check up. Hopefully, he's got more right in this series because they're really good. But he's got other work that's been put on Amazon, independent publishing, and I'm going to have to pick them up because if there's other works anything like these two, and the short stories that he's collected in his magazine with these other great writers, and you know what? Let's try and shout out. There's me ticking off what I've read, I think, at one stage. I don't know why I done that, but you see, you've got a lot of stories in there. There's their names. Hopefully some jump out for you. But yeah, very good. Very good collection. So I recommend it. If you love your fantasy novels, your sword and sorcery, your weird tales, your Clark Ashton Smith, H.P. Lovecraft, and all that, for something to try different, give the guy a go. You know, help him out. You know, these guys need the shout out. So I'm just doing my little bit on the internet. Hopefully, if one person sees this video and decides, you know what, fuck it, I'll go for it. I'll purchase it myself. Go for this and try it out, and I've done my job. You know. Because I love my fantasy novels and I love literary novels and I love loads of different types of books, but this is the one I'm reading at the minute by Jack Vance, and so we'll hopefully get a review up for this soon. And the one I'm going through at the minute, I always usually go through two books, is this one from Brian, and it's strange, but as I say, I don't know what to read. I'm jumping from the two, but that's different videos. As I say, I'll shout out this guy again. Check him out. I'm pretty sure it's all still on Amazon, and if not, you can get it on your Kindle. Probably get it on your Kindle for free if you have the Kindle free thing, which I don't, because I'm old school. I like paperbacks. I don't go with that at all. Like, or audiobooks. I tried it, not for me. I'm old school. I like to have my book in my hands. I like to have the CD, and I like the video game. You know, I'm not downloading anything really. But yeah, check them out. Good stuff. Good fantasy writing. All the best.